Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello and welcome. That's enough. Jeez Louise. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of my new show. I am your host, Fernanda, or Nana, as some of you may know me. I am an author, actor, singer, voiceover actor, wannabe dancer, critic, and owner of Nana Production. And I am a human, of course, not an alien at all. Anyway, now, for those of you who also know me, know I am a lover and not a fighter who believes hate is a strong word, but I hate my roommates. Do you know a new planet? Y'all, I can't stand it here. I can't. Hear me out. I love Mother Nature in all her beauty. Yes, for sure, definitely. But holy hell, humans suck. To start off this series, I would like to introduce to you my first roommates. I need to rant on these motherfuckers because they owe me money. They owe me money. My dearest roommates are insurance companies. Question for you. Do you have insurance? Do you understand it? Do you know your benefits? Did you answer? Perfect. Now, let's start off with what is insurance? Most commonly, it is a contract a company or a government agency provides to guarantee a compensation for a specified loss, damage, illness, or death in return for a payment of a premium. Now, stick with me here, because I know it's a bore. What I have learned after 14 years in the medical field is that people don't know shit about their own insurance, and it's scary and boring. These companies make it so confusing to understand for the average person. Unfortunately, it makes things so difficult when you need to get anything from them. So you got in a car accident, you need to go to the doctor, or there was a death in the family. What I'm saying is you never think about insurance unless you use it, or if you're driving without your insurance, then I would be thinking about it a lot. Now, there are those who do have it, insurance that is, and are sitting on a good pile of cash growing too. There's different types of insurance, and we pay out the ass for this invisible contract, and when you use it, you still need to fight for your life to make sure they follow through. It doesn't make sense. If that means you need authorization, referral, payout, surgery, a new car, whatever it is that you lost, they don't make it easy. It can be really ugly and sad, at least what I have seen. I mean, behind the scenes, it's exhausting, I think, to all parties that are involved, the patient or customer, your doctor, their staff, then the billing behind it. And what really doesn't make sense is that when we leave the insurance company to decide a medically necessary decision on people that don't really read all the information that was given to them, they can easily say, nope, denied. You're wondering, why have insurance then, right? Well, pros and cons, people. Let's start at the beginning. When was the first insurance established? Keep in mind, this is for my American roomies. Before I get all crazy going into my crazy little roommate, I'm getting reminded of my of my co-stars. And if they do come in, I will introduce you to her and him. You might hear them as well in the background. I do apologize for that. I don't own the place. I just rent. In 1735 in Charleston, South Carolina, they established the first insurance company called the Friendly Society, which actually didn't last long at all. Only 5 years to be exact, going out of business in 1740. But then, a Boston-born man in 1752 gathered his firefighter friends and was like, yo, I got an idea that we can start here in Philly. I don't know if he sounded like that. Mr. Benjamin Franklin co-founded the Philadelphia Contribution Ship. Now, this man was smart and rich, but come on, he wasn't that much of a god. Chill out. I think he did own slaves. Benjamin Franklin didn't invent insurance or anything like that. No, roomies. Insurance goes back even further than the 1700s. The Great Fire of London from 1666 actually rose to acquire fire insurance. Going further back, we could even go to medieval Europe times where people would put money together to cover their losses for ships sailing to the New World or whatever. Further than that, yes ma'am. There have been written insurance policies on ancient Babylonian monuments. Bitch, what? We smart. Humans grew to realize that, okay, we're getting older, we're not dying so soon as we used to, and all this bad shit could happen to us. Or hey, we are again humans. the need to explore was huge too, which is why as time went on, there were greater risks involved. Sailing, flying, rock climbing, racing, etc. We said, if we evolve, then insurance will evolve too, damn it. And we sure as hell did. We figured out a way to get rich. As in we, I mean white old males. So how much are these insurance companies making nowadays anyway? We have Berkshire Hathaway as the #1 richest insurance company in the US, having a market capital of $625.6 billion. Number 2, we have United Healthcare at $418.5 billion. Number 3, Anthem, $98.2 billion. Number 4, at 65. I'm butchering it. Watch out. Number 4 is Cigna at $65.5 billion. That's with a B, people, billion. Now, if you're like me, then that sounds good. I want to work for the #1 company. How much do you think you'll be making there? If the CEO, Mr. Warren Buffett, gets $100,000 a year, and this man is 90 years old, he's a retired old dude. So you know, if you work and put the time in, hell yes, baby, give me that money. Yeah, I don't think so. The average pay for an employee or agent is $21,000 to $150,000 a year. So either a little more or a little less than Gramps. Now, with that in mind, let's see which CEO does get paid the most. We have Mr. Mitchell Khalaf at MetLife profiting at $14.2 million a year. Yo, MetLife wasn't even in the top 4 richest companies. How is homeboy getting that much? Now, as of this year, 2022, market capital for MetLife is only $56.77 billion. Let's switch gears a little then. Fuck Berkshire, Hathaway, whatever the fuck. Let's work for MetLife. The average pay for MetLife's agents is only capping $30,000 more than Berkshire at $21,000 to $120,000 a year. Well, ain't that a bitch? Now, of course, some agents could and are getting paid more. I know many personally that are millionaires that we actually have vacation together. And I'll tell you what, that is a whole nother lifestyle. Financial freedom must be nice. Which brings us to the other side, payout and stocks. My insurance roomies do have a gambling problem though, because it is just a big gambling circus. MetLife wasn't #1 in the richest company, but it is number 3 in the best stocks for investors to buy. Coming in second place, we have Hartford Financial. Then for the #1 place for investors that like to buy stocks on is Allstate. Looks like the old white guy is the one in good hands. Oh wait, hold on. Aha! Yeah, that's it. Right there. Not sure if this is on purpose or what, but all these insurances I have seen filed for workers' comp. Investors investing in injured workers because the majority of the people are working. They want to make sure you get your ass back to work. I don't know if that's real, but I do find that interesting. Moving on. Quoting a U.S. news article on the stock market, they said just last year in the summer on July 30th, insurance companies make money selling policies, but they also profit by investing the money they take in. Rising interest rates are good for the investors and not so good for the consumers. So no surprise that the rich get richer and the customer or patient is shit out of luck sometimes. Customers rated Berkshire Hathaway an average of 1.5 stars and MetLife at 3.7 stars. Surprising. The employee ratings are rounding about the same, maybe a little higher because of their salary. I mean, who can complain with up to a 6-figure income for people who actually went to school to be an engineer or study to get their licenses? You honestly can't complain for the average working upper middle class. Now, we all have to admit that having insurance overall sounds like it should be a good idea. In case something happens, you want to make sure you're covered. whether it be a car accident, a surgery, a loan request, a life insurance to cover a death, or a simple checkup. You want to know if you will have any responsibility, which you shouldn't. If you are paying every damn month to be covered, then let that shit be at 100%. I can't help that I'm going to die, or I can't help that the motherfucker who rear-ended me is a really bad freaking driver. What I'm asking is, why half-ass Russia has universal health care? But if anything, I would give you this advice. If you do have insurance and you're planning to use it, or if you just got it knowing you will use it on a doctor's visit, a rental car, getting your prescription, call your insurance and ask what your benefits are. Don't be scared. But what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Oh, I can help you. Here we go. You could say this. Hi, I would like to know what my benefits are, or coverage is for fill in the blank. I was trying to sound like a robot. Fill in the blank. I would like to know what my benefits are for whatever it is. I was trying to say something funny. Nothing came out. Oh, I thought that said drum roll. Damn it. But yeah, you just ask them, for blah, blah, blah. They will let you know. If you have any questions, or if you have no idea what the hell they just said, then ask. This will help you whenever you do see fill in the blank. You're already expecting something. You're already acknowledged and informed. So don't be ignorant and not know what the fuck you have. But, so my idea was always cash pay, because you will most likely kind of always get a discount for paying cash, and you could write it off, on your taxes, and no big deal. No big deal. But if you're a stockholder, then you probably don't like that at all, because people won't be investing or putting in their money for them to get the big payout or dividends or whatever, what have you. And if you do have life insurance policy, you probably have some good cash value built up. So what do we do with that? If only we lived in a world where we didn't have to worry about that. What if we had people that actually wanted to help just from the kindness of their heart and not for money? Because there are pros to investments. When the majority of the people and the customers are not satisfied. At the end of the day, if a big business is supposed to help to cover a loss, when they take our money, then let it be at 100% without asking what our ethnicity is, or gender, or income. I believe this is a right to all people. The top 1% has had the privilege to figure out how to work this system, which I gotta tell you guys, insurance companies owe me my surgery and they owe me money. I swear, next time we cross paths in the hall, I'm slapping them right across the face. A little of that aggression is from them not cleaning the cream cheese off that butter knife, but still, I hate my roommates. Do you know a new planet? And thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode, my dear roomies. Please tune in next week so I can vent about my new roommates, and hopefully we change this world by looking a little deeper into a built system that needs to change. Not only to benefit the rich, but to benefit everyone living in this world. Our home. Remember, you have clothes in the dryer, and this week is your turn for dishes. Talk to y'all next week. Bye.